At times they were kind, they were polite in their sophistication, smiling but never too loudly, acting in civilized manner, an illusion of gentleness, always fighting to get their way, while the people see, the people know, the people wait, the people say, the closing of your doors will never shut us out. The closing of your doors can only shut you in. We know the predator. We see them feed on us. We are aware to starve the beast is our destiny. The times they were kind, they were polite, but never honest. We see your technological society devour you before your very eyes. We hear your anguished cries exalting greed through progress. While you seek material advances, the sound of flowers dying carry messages through the wind trying to tell you about balance and your safety. But your minds are chained to your machines and the strings dangling from your puppeteer's hands, turning you, twisting you into forms and confusions beyond your control. Your mind for a job, your mind for a TV, your mind for a hairdryer, your mind for consumption. With your atom bombs, your material bombs, your drug bombs, your racial bombs, your class bombs, your sexist bombs, your ageist bombs, devastating your natural shelters, making you homeless on Earth, chasing you into illusions, fooling you, making you pretend you can run away from the ravishing of your spirit, while the sound of flowers dying carry messages through the wind, trying to tell you about balance and your safety, trying to isolate us in a dimension called loneliness, leading us into the trap, believe in their power, but not in ourselves, piling us with guilt, always taking the blame, greed chasing out the balance, trying to isolate us in a dimension called loneliness, economic deity seizing power, through illusions created, armies are justified, class systems are democracy, God listens to warmongers' prayers, tyranny is here, divide and conquer, trying to isolate us in a dimension called loneliness, greed a parent, insecurity the happiness companion, genocide conceived in sophistication, technologic material civilization, a rationalization, replacing a way to live, trying to isolate us in a dimension called loneliness. To God, we hope you don't mind, but we would like to talk to you. There are some things we need to straighten out. It's about these Christians. They claim to be from your nation, but man, you should see the things they do all the time, blaming it on you. Manifest destiny, genocide, maximize profit, sterilization, raping the earth, blind, taking more than they need in all the forms of the greed. We ask them why. They say it's God's will. Damn God, they make it so hard. Remember Jesus? Would you send him back to them? Tell them not to kill him. Rather they should listen. Stop abusing his name and yours. We do not mean to be disrespectful, but you know how it is. Our people have their own ways. We never even heard of you until not long ago. Your representative spoke magnificent things of you, which we were willing to believe. But from the way they acted, we know you and we were being deceived. We do not mean you or your Christian children any bad, but you all came to take all we had. We have not seen you, but we have heard so much. It is time for you to decide what life is worth. We already remember, but maybe you forgot. Look at us. Look at us. We are of earth and water. Look at them. It is the same. Look at us. We are suffering all these years. Look at them. They are connected. Look at us. We are in pain. Look at them, surprised at our anger. Look at us. We are struggling to survive. Look at them, expecting sorrow be benign. Look at us. We are the ones called pagan. Look at them on their arrival. Look at us. We are called subversive. Look at them descending from name callers. Look at us. We wept sadly in the long dark. Look at them hiding in technologic light. Look at us. We buried the generations. Look at them inventing the body count. Look at us. We are older than America. Look at them chasing a fountain of youth. Look at us, we are embracing Earth. Look at them, clutching today. Look at us, we are living in the generations. Look at them, existing in jobs and debt. Look at us, we have escaped many times. Look at them, they cannot remember. Look at us, we are healing. Look at them, their medicine is patented. Look at us, we are trying. Look at them, what are they doing? Look at us, we are children of Earth. Look at them, who are they?
Oh, there we go. Yes, yes. How you doing, fam? This is in Drezus' name. It is Sunday. Man, there's a lot going on in the world. I thought I'd start off extra sacred for you guys today with John Trudell. I don't know if you were listening, but he was speaking some serious wisdom, as Zach Red Wolf Adams says, true words of wisdom. I want to thank Ernie Paniccioli for sharing that with me. He suggested I start off with that because there's so many truth bombs in that. So if you weren't listening to it when I started it off, make sure you go back and do that. Because whoo, it speaks to so much of what's going on today. And what's been going on today is, man, what can I say? It's been going on time and time again. We be getting chopped down in these streets. We be getting chopped down by the RCMPs, by the city polices, by down south in the States, our black brothers and sisters down there. It's really a state of emergency for our people. And man, when I heard of Rodney Levi the other night, the man who was murdered by the RCMP, I think it was only 2 nights ago in New Brunswick. Um, I saw a picture, and I know not to post pictures now because I remember the teachings that from my people is that we don't share pictures, we don't show, we take our pictures down of the people who passed away for at least a year to let their spirit rest. So I saw this picture of Rodney Levi with a young boy on a bicycle, and they were riding. And I seen a caption of the guy who was his cousin or his brother or something like that. And he said that that was his nephew or his niece's um, cousin. So, anyways, just me seeing this image of this native guy with a young boy on the bike, knowing that he was murdered and his life cut short by the RCMP, really struck a chord with me because I have kids of my own. And it made me upset. I had to go take a walk. I had to go I had to go get some air. You know, I let my girl know. I was like, babe, I gotta get some air. There's too much shit going on. I felt under attack. You know, I felt under attack, but the reality of it is every day of my life as an indigenous man in North America, in Canada, in the US, it doesn't matter. I feel like I'm under attack. And it's been like that since I was a kid. You know, whether it doesn't matter where I'm at. I could be in a first class seat in the airplane and they'll be looking at me like, oh, excuse me, sir, this is first class. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Or I could be walking into a store with my kid and my little 2-year-old boy will be like, hi, hi. and they won't say shit to him. They won't say nothing to him. You know what I mean? So it's like the way I'm treated every day as an Indigenous man makes me realize that every day racism is very, very much alive in Canada. So that headline saying that it isn't is some bullshit. You know, it's some bullshit. Racism lives every day. It thrives because of the leaders that we have in place right now. So instead of getting all amped up and riled up and wanting to hurt somebody, and sometimes hurting myself with the type of thoughts that I had, I decided to go for a walk and think about how I can strengthen my family's spirit, how I can strengthen my own spirit, so that my son sees that, and so that my son witnesses that. He witnesses me finding my spirit and strengthening it every day. And that may look different to you from how it looks to me. And I don't got to go into detail how it looks for me, but one of the main things I had to do was quit drinking. You know, and anybody who knows me from the past knows me as a wild mother. You know what I mean? So that was step one. But that was only one layer on the onion. You know what I mean? And you got to peel back all these layers, right, to get to that core, to get to that spirit. And I feel like what we're going through right now, it's crucial that we do that first. You know, that we do that before we attempt to go to war or attempt to riot, because you want to make sure that you're in a sound place right here. You know what I mean? And right here. And most of all, right here with the spirit. So I hear a lot of people talking about, let's go. We need to go right now. We need to go to war. We need to da da da. And I'm like, bro, if we go to war with just a handful of us, we done. You know what I'm saying? We don't have enough firepower. We don't have enough resources. We don't have enough money. We don't have enough organization to fight a war with a country and a society that's built upon it. You know what I'm saying? So until we get to that place, I feel like we have to be strong right here and holistically. I know, like, it sounds like a hippie term, but it's real shit. As a whole, when we become as one within ourselves, then we can start to become one within each other or with each other. You know what I'm saying? And that, I know that's one of our biggest obstacles as myself as an Indigenous man, is being accepting of love and being free with my love. You know what I mean? Because I'm used to, a lot of us are used to, like, yo, nah, that's bullshit. Nah, that's whack. Nah. We're used to that. We're used to cutting each other down. But the thing is if we can flip that, starting with ourselves, looking in the mirror, sometimes it starts with, I had to look myself in the eyes and say, I love you. My real name is Jeremiah. That's my given name, Jeremiah. I had to tell myself in the mirror, look myself deep in the eyes, man, and say, I love you, and really mean that. And it took me a long time to get to that point, but that since I made it to that point, I've never felt stronger in my life. So I encourage you guys out there to, to work on that aspect, man, because it's important, man. We need you guys out there. We need our Indigenous brothers and sisters out there. And we especially need our allies. Our allies, we need you to speak up and stop that racism bullshit. When you hear somebody talking shit about Native people for no apparent reason, stop them. Because I know it's out there all over the place. I can hear it sometimes, But for me to stop and, like, use this is what they want. if I stop and use this and get myself locked up or killed or something like that, that's exactly what they want. So we got to start with this, connect this with this, like I said, and move forward. But with that, I want to say rest in peace to Rodney Levi, rest in peace to Chantel Moore. I know there's so many names. I'll have to say rest in peace to my brother Tommy Da, who I'll speak about in a little second with my brother Ernie, who we have here today. You know what? Let's just bring him in here. I'm gonna stop rambling on because we have a legend amidst us. I'm gonna share some of your stuff right here. Well, that's a huge comment, but I'm gonna share it anyways because I want to give you guys a voice. Let me bring in none other than the man, Ernie Paniccioli. Man, you got to correct me, bro. He's gonna kick my ass. 1 second.
Me.
Oh, there you go.
Mother taught me that as long as they don't call you late to dinner, it doesn't matter what they call you. Let me introduce myself and say, and this is something you should have tattooed on your heart. We must learn to love ourselves more than they hate us.
Bless, man. This right here is my big brother, Ernie. I think the first time I met you was in Vancouver. Is that right?
Yeah.
So
too small couch.
Yeah, let's not get into all that. Let's not get into all that.
No.
But yeah, I was with my brother Creation, and I was also with Tommy Da.
Yes, and also with a great sculptor brother,
Corey Bullpit,
whose house we're in.
Right, ACOS. Much love to ACOS, my brother. Much love to the Haida people. Man, rest in peace to Tommy Da. I remember there was a picture. Sorry, I just gotta say, remember that picture? He was wearing your face on his chest.
Yeah.
I'll always remember that.
Yeah, he was wearing a shirt with my face on it, and he was very young, man.
Right.
And I remember going in the back behind the house. There was another work area, studio or something, and you all were lit, and you all started apologizing to me for being lit because you had driven me back from the club, and I went to sleep, got up, and I heard this noise in the back. I went back there, you were all lit, and you were all apologizing like I was your dad or something. I told you no. Apologize to your liver, apologize to your body, apologize to what you're losing and what you're taking away. And I said, whatever you do, I've done. So I'm not judging anybody. You're my brothers. I love you no matter what. And, you know, I felt strange. I felt old that you were all apologizing to me, but you really didn't have to. And, wow, I'm sorry to hear he left us, man. He was young.
Yeah. Yeah, he had a lot of respect for you, man. I remember that. I remember us apologizing because, like, I think for myself, I knew that I wasn't that, you know, at the core. And I knew that I could be a stronger person than that, you know, and because we used to wild out for days and days, man. I'd be partying for like weeks sometimes, man, with Tommy. And that's why we felt like that. But we also respected you so much that we, you know, we didn't want to step on your toes and nothing like that. You know, you're big bro, but You know, Tommy, I'm gonna speak I'm not gonna get too deep into that, of course, but Tommy loved the streets, man. You know, Tommy loved the streets. And he loved the code that, you know, that he lived by, whatever that may have been. I'm not, you know, I'm not getting into that either, but how do you feel? This is a question. You know what? First of all, I just want to say our rest in peace to my brother, man. I don't really want to get too deep into that, you know. I just know that he respected you, and every time I think of Tommy, I think of your face too, because I think of that picture of us. Yeah, there you go. Need a smudge. I think of that picture that somebody took of us in Acos's kitchen, and thank you, bro. Smudge is down. I think of that picture, and it reminds me of the love that a lot of us natives have across Canada, across Turtle Island, for hip hop, and how much of a savior hip hop music has been to us, and ultimately black music. You know, that influenced us so much in our lives. And
Let me break down two things about hip hop real quick. Number one, people always say, "Oh, hip hop started in the Bronx in '73 or '74." I was like, "What planet are you from? Hip hop did not start in the Bronx. It did not start in the '70s. Hip hop has always been with us. It's a vibe. It's an energy. It has helped us through the generations. It was jazz. It was bebop. It was soul. It was all these different things. It was basically the drum. And each generation, it heals us, unites us, and it's always been with us. So to say it started in '73 or '74, nah. Hip hop has always been with us. KRS-One, who we call the teacher, said that hip hop means that we're the hippest people on the earth.
mm,
And hop means that we got the most energy, we can hop around.
mm,
That's hip hop.
mm,
Okay. Another thing about hip hop that people don't understand is that it's our code. We can talk to each other, 40 of us, and number 41 is there to spy, and he don't understand nothing. And the other thing about hip hop, true hip hop, real soul hip hop, is that it teaches us the value of things, not what something cost. Okay, you see this here is not what this cost, is the value of it. The value of it, it gets me where I got to go on time. If I got to be on the TV or the radio or with you, that's the value of it. Never mind what it cost. And, you know, you have, oh, the value of this car. Does the car get you to work on time? Does it get your kid to daycare on time? So there's a difference between cost and value. Hip hop, real hip hop, teaches us the value of things. Fake hip hop teaches us the cost of things.
whew, sheesh. Speak, bro. Speak, man.
And just so background for those that don't know you, I'm in the Hip Hop Hall of Fame. In 2013, I was inducted into the Hip Hop Hall of Fame. In 2014, I was given the Human Soul Award from the Universal Zulu Nation. In 2007, I won the Big Apple Film Festival for a documentary on my life that showed how I went from being a gang leader to a leader. Okay. And I've devoted my life to my people. And the minute you stop taking and start giving, blessings come. Let me teach you something. You were talking about war against these beasts. Let me teach you something. You can go to war with them. But this is 2020. Now you can deal with them on a technologic level. For example, they killed one of our brothers or two of our brothers or three of our brothers. Okay, we don't have to go to war. They got nuclear weapons. They got, you know, they study the sex lives of ants and they know your DNA and yeah. We don't need that.
Mm-hmm.
What we need to do is find out their unions who provide them with a pension and ask, what do they invest in? And boycott that. If they invest in Starbucks, not one of us that loves hip hop or that indigenous or black, we never buy Starbucks again. Their pension fund goes down. And then immediately they say, wait, they're attacking us on some other level, a legal level. They can't, there's no law against where you put your money and what you don't buy. It's not like you got to stand there with a sign, I hate Starbucks, or no. You just don't buy that stuff no more.
Just don't put no money
if,
into it.
if they invest in Nike, you make the price of Nike go down. Again, worth, price, value. Okay, these are how you attack in 2020. And the other thing that we have to do, and I'm an elder, I'm 73. I'm probably twice as old as somebody that's twice as old as you. Our youth, our teens, our adults, our men, our women, our people that live on the res, live off the res. We now have a gift that we've always had, but now we have it in the form of email, Gmail, Twitter, Clitter, shitter, all this stuff, Splitter. We got all this stuff. But instead of posting pictures of yourself in the bathroom mirror or pictures of your cat or your dog or your pretty toenails, we start using it to create a tapestry of knowledge, connections. Instead of you telling me where I can get high, tell me where I can get food for my family. Instead of you telling me, about your sneakers, tell me how I can get shoes for our people. Instead of you telling me about your hair. That ain't gonna last. You being pretty ain't gonna last.
I don't know, man. Look at you, bro. You 73. You still pretty, bro.
Yeah, but that's because you give love to your people, give love to your
Hey.
kids, give love. That love is a vitamin. They give you all these Viagra and blue pills. No, love. And not only that, let's talk about weapons. I go into gang areas. The police don't go in there. I go in there. And they look at me. And they see a man without fear and a man without arrogance. I'm neither arrogant nor fearful because I recognize them and I know why they're in a gang. I know the conditions. I'm aware of the condition. And they look at me, and like animals can sense another animal, they come up and hug me. Am I special? Quite the opposite. It's my not being special. We have to tap into that. You see certain people, you're like, damn, who is that? He don't have no rings, no, you don't have nothing. He probably got $3 in his pocket. But he got $1 million in his heart. And you're drawn to that person. And someone told me today, and I won't say who, that being around me was one of the factors that gave them the courage to go 1 day, then 2 days, then 3 weeks, and then so on without drinking. I get that a lot. But the reason is they say, wait a minute, this dude's in his 70s and he's sharper than a Ginzu knife, them Japanese.
Yeah, my brother.
And another thing, it's love of life. It's love of your people. It's love. That love, if it imbues your body, if it goes through, then you have this glow, you have this energy. So he's charismatic. What does charismatic heart? Charismatic means that people see you and feel a vibe, return that vibe, and then it returns. And it's like an echo chamber.
What's that word? I can't think of the word. Either way, right as we're speaking, There's a comment addressed to you here, Ernie, from Arlene Daniels.
It said,
Ernie,
my heart is beautiful, and they can't take that away from me. They can't take anything away from me. The only thing men can take from women is what they take from women. And if you take something, it's not yours. Okay? If someone comes up and gives you food, that's your food. If someone comes up and gives you a hug, that's your hug. You can't take nothing from nobody.
right,
Because it's not yours to take.
right, my brother. Definitely. I wanna just go off of what you were saying to let everybody know out there. When he said that someone told him that they helped him or he helped them get sober or get off the drink. That was me. We had a conversation earlier today before this, to test out the audio, this and that, blah blah blah. But it was a special moment for me because I've been going through so much since then, and getting rid of so much and gaining so much goodness in the same time that I hadn't been able to really connect with you on a proper level to let you know that those days I spent with you and in Vancouver and in Brooklyn, we'll get into that in a bit. Helped me become sober, get off of the alcohol, get off of the drink. And it was moments like that where I was apologizing to you for being lit and all drunk in front of you. That was one of the turning points, one of the gears in my head that started turning, and that became the voice. So that was the only voice that was running through my head eventually, and that was because of you. And I want to thank you for that, my big bro.
That's what an elder's supposed to do. But before an elder can teach you anything, you have to open your ears. And usually, elders teach you from their stumbles, from their falls, and the ways that they survived. And I hear a lot of music, a lot. I see a lot. I read a lot. I watch the internet. And the most important thing that we have to start teaching each other is survival tools. Basic. We got to go back to the basics. How do we get food, clothes? Right now in the States, I don't know about Canada, but in the States, people ain't paid their rent in 4 months. They're about to get evicted and kicked into the street. And if you think things are strange now, 3 weeks ago, before Brother Floyd got killed, I was telling people, do not take this for a joke. Be careful. For years, I've been telling people, save water and food, toilet paper, sanitary things, medicines. And they all look at me, oh, he's, here he comes again. Mm-hmm. And what happened 3 weeks ago, I told people, I said, man, this is going to be like a Mad Max movie. Oh, why you say that? I said, well, you got a guy with 3 kids, lost his job, about to get kicked out of his apartment. He's going to be like a hungry hyena. He ain't never robbed nothing in his life. He's going to go out there and start jacking people. They're going to be out there robbing the cops because cops got jobs. Things are going to get ill. I said that 3 weeks ago. Then Brother Floyd got killed. And then, slowly I started seeing, and I'm seeing something that you and I never seen before. We're watching these marches, and it's mostly white people.
Right. It's crazy.
And now I'm seeing white and brown and black and red and yellow, and they're like this. Now the government is going to start some stuff that you ain't ready for because they ain't never seen all them colors united. They ain't never seen us all together. So they're going to put in that little. Last night they burned a Wendy's hamburger store in Atlanta.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Brother was there with his camera. He said, "There's a white girl doing the fire. It's not us." And he filmed that white girl doing the fire because the newspaper's going to say it's us. It ain't us. It was a white girl. They filmed it.
The real tragedy that happened there, though, was the homeboy got killed by the police the day before, right? in that parking lot of that.
He came home from his daughter's birthday,
Right.
asleep. Lord knows how many jobs he'd been working. And he had that video in his mind. So he said, I'm not going to let these people handcuff me and kill me. So he fought back.
Mm-hmm. I saw the video.
I can't go into survival strategies and techniques here in the public.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm in your town, in your province, you know, you reach, and I'll show you all the ways and all the things that we have to do.
Most definitely, my brother. I want to bring my fam out to New York too. Sometimes when it calms down out there. What's the state of New York right now? How you feeling? Yeah.
They kill, man. Every day I'm getting phone calls. 2 or 3 people I know are dying, either of the COVID or one thing or another. It's crazy. I have never seen, and I've been on this earth 7 decades. I've never seen it like this.
Mm.
But at the same time, we have all these challenges. We have a unity, and we have a unity I've never seen before. Usually there's a leader, a black leader, a brown leader, a religious leader, no. Now we have no leaders.
Mm.
We have energy. The leader will lead you this way or that way. Energy just flows.
You're right, my brother. With that, my G.
We have to start whatever you think is serious now, multiply it by 10. Because in the next few weeks and months, the government's going to realize, damn, we've been tricking them. We've been telling them whites this, black this, brown. Now there's not that division. We got to come up with something new. Oh, we'll separate the men. The men and the women ain't separate. Oh, we'll blame the gays. No, the gays are part of this. Today in Brooklyn, they got like 7 million people in Brooklyn protesting against the murder of transgender people, what we call, 3-spirit, 2-spirit. So they can't divide us on the gay thing. They can't divide us on the male or the female or the brown or the black or the young or the old. They don't know what to do because that's how they survive, is through their technology.
Technology.
The technology is not working anymore. We woke up and we said, wait a minute. Being on Instagram and all these different things, you're starting to connect with people from different cultures. I got people from New Zealand that came to my house to document me for a video to bring back to New Zealand, the Maori. And the Maori are like super indigenous.
Yeah.
No they're like us on steroids or something. And they're, powerful. And,
yeah.
I got people coming from all over the world, places I've never been, probably never go to, inviting me to their land. So there's something happening. And what we have to do, we have to go and pray and find that harmony, find that vibe and go with it.
Yep.
The money ain't going to be no good because it's like the Mexicans say, it's too rough to wipe your behind with. The police, the military, now they got military in the States, they got armed military, soldiers, all this stuff. And, it's a strange time, but be not fearful because we're still here. We survived everything they threw at us. And those of us that survived have that DNA in us, what John Trudell called descendants, now ancestors, DNA.
Woo! Put your flames up, everybody, man. This guy's speaking wisdom. Put your flames up all over the screen because this is just too many knowledge bombs, too much fire. Ernie, you are the
title,
man. You know that.
So that you know it, I'm the Supreme Minister of Culture for the Universal Zulu Nation.
Bless up, man. Much respect. Hey Ernie, you mind if we get into this new video with David Strickland? You and David Strickland, actually. Let's
brother,
get in.
Brother, here. This is all I got to say. Okay.
There you go. There you go. Yo, for everybody listening, this is Ernie. Okay, can you pronounce your name properly for us?
Paniccioli.
Ernie Paniccioli.
And if you
live.
want to see what I do, here you go. Hip hop at the end of the world is my thing. And if you just look, you'll see right here, Easy-E with a PBA card. The PBA is the Police Benevolent Association. It's the police union. And I took pictures of him with a PBA card, and he did the song After Police. So
yeah,
trust me, I've been out there.
I'm gonna post your link to your book in the comment feed.
Signed by Rakim, who's the greatest rapper that ever lived.
Let me just
Rakim signed this also. Next
to the God.
KRS-One and Grandmaster Flash.
Wow.
And if I show you my Biggie pictures, you'll cry. But
yeah, we save those for 1 second, bro.
I'm showing you that so you know.
I know. Trust me, these guys are in for it. They're in for it. They don't even know, but they're about to know. I posted up the links to Ernie's book, Hip Hop at the End of the World, on Amazon. Go cop it while we're on this feed. Go cop a copy of the book. Let me know that you bought one while we're talking, and I'll send you a free pack of my own stuff. So go ahead. Let me see. Let me try to post it up again. It's a long link, bro.
No, mine is very simple. Brother Ernie at gmail.com.
Oh yeah, okay. Can you go ahead and post that up on there?
For me?
Yeah. Do you have it? Yeah. Go ahead. And I'm gonna pull in David Strickland while we at it.
Just Brother Ernie at gmail.com.
Okay, I'm gonna do that for you, actually, my brother.
Yeah,
Brother Ernie.
HERNIE at gmail.com.
Okay, everybody make sure and go search it up.
BrotherErnie.com. BrotherErnie.com.
Brother Ernie at gmail.com.
Or BrotherErnie.com. I'm sorry.
Say what?
BrotherErnie.com. See, I don't ever write to myself, so I don't know. It's like a dude don't know his phone number. He said, I never call myself.
Yo, Gordo, David Strickland, I'm pulling you into the conversation, my brother.
Peace.
Yo, while we're at it, everybody who's tuned in.
BrotherErnie.com. And you get 40% off the book if you write in now.
All right, let's post it right now.
Oh, snap!
Who do we got here? We got Mr. David Strickland all the way live from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. This is definitely East Coast in the house. I definitely should be playing some blase.
I got
East is in the house.
I got to mess with the Def Squad and EPMD and Gordo. Here you go. This is to mess with y'all. How we do that?
There's no age limit.
You're right. You're living proof of that. I hope to be a mushroom like you one day, bro. Man, I hope to be ill like you at that age.
Hip hop has no age limit.
What's good, my brother David?
Peace. How you doing?
We good, man. We just, I'm sure you've been seeing us chopping it up from backstage.
Yeah, sorry I'm late. I got in a car accident on the way back.
Damn.
Somebody hit me. I was doing 20 and just bam, somebody just hit me. Like, yeah.
Damn, bro. Well, we glad you're here. We glad that everybody's in one piece, and hopefully your ride's all right, bro. Is it good?
I need a new door.
Damn.
But at least I'm not paying for it, right?
Okay, let's start a GoFundMe. Can somebody start a GoFundMe for David Strickland's door, and let's get him that door?
Let me get a new door. I won't hold my breath, but thank you for the thought, though.
Yo, so
everybody's okay, so I mean that's what's important.
You mind if I call you Gordo?
Yeah, no, everybody calls me Gordo.
Okay, so this is I call him Gordo, and like I'm sure a lot of the homies call him Gordo, but hold up, look at Sky said you got to hold on. Let me see if we can share this. Yo, that's a sick hat. What hat is that?
It's Hustle Tribe.
Shout out Hustle Tribe.
Shout out Hustle Tribe, keeping me fresh.
Yo, Hustle Tribe, get at us, man. Chase Manhattan,
the beaded one too.
Get at us, come and sponsor one of these shows, throw some of your music, let's go. But without further ado, man, I'm about to play Spirit of Hip Hop by David Strickland, featuring Ernie Paniccioli, Art Son, and Northern Eagle Singers, fam. 1 second, let me pull it up here. I'm gonna keep us in the screen, but I'm just gonna mute our mic so we don't mess with the audio, guys.
Peace. That's sick.
Let me just figure it out here. 1 second. Hold up. Audio's still on. oh, yeah, Ernie, do your thing, my brother. All right.
The spirit of hip hop. What is hip hop? Peace and love. This is Brother Ernie Paniccioli, aka the Big Red Alarm Clock. We're living in a strange time where we have colonized people. We have digital devices that control our waking and going to sleep and our daily lives. And people are addicted to technology, what John Trudell called technologic. Being technical, no logic. Hip hop to me is essentially native culture in the 21st century technological sense. The DJ is the drum. The MC is the storyteller. The b-boy is the dancer. The aerosol artist or the graffiti artist is the sand painter.
Yeah. There we go. The spirit of hip hop. Yo, put up some fire, man. All the people out there in the comments, put up your fires, put up your big old speakers with the bass. Let's go. That was fire. I got a question for you guys. Look at this guy. He's dropped. Do you see the pictures that Ernie's dropping in the background over here? Hold on. Let me see if I can put Ernie on. Maybe we can go side by side. Yeah, here we go. Now you can put the picture right in the screen. So that's a picture of Biggie Smalls. Never before seen before pictures of Biggie. I know that one's been seen. Is that the one on my shirt? Check out my shirt.
Yeah, it looks
right?
like it.
Yeah.
Yo, so everybody, if you see my shirt, I copped this from my homeboy Carlos in Brooklyn at Classic Material. He did a collab with the homeboy, with the big bro Ernie. And this is one of his photos right here that he edited. And that one is actually the one right there.
Carlos is 100% legit.
Dope. My girl went to New York and she met Carlos and picked up some dope gear for me, man. That Nas Illmatic sweater.
Nothing but love for Carlos and Classic. This is Biggie. The last time I was with him.
What? So what was Big like, bro? What was it like being around Notorious B.I.G.?
Well, I could tell you stories all night. He would mess with me. And he's a big guy. I'm a big guy. And he would mess with me. And I'd stare him down. And he'd stare me down. And everybody around us was shook. And we both crack up laughing. Because we had that crazy sense of humor. So people thought we were going to fight all the time. You know, I'd be calling him things. He'd be calling me things.
Sounds like me and Gordo.
And you couldn't stay mad at the cat because he had that look, you know, that little boy look. It's like being, you know.
Damn. So that's Redman right there.
Yeah.
And that's somebody who David Strickland works with and still works with to this day. Yo, Gordo, what's it like working with Redman, and like how'd you meet Redman?
Redman's funny as hell. He's a good dude. I met him through Socrates, working with Socrates. So Socrates got a situation with Gilla House through Def Jam. I think it was like 99, 2000-ish, something like that. Mm-hmm. And we'd been doing songs. I think Sox had produced a song called off of Malpractice. So if you go back to Malpractice, which was after Doc's the Name. So I think that came out about 2001.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so on Malpractice, Sox produced a song called That was kind of around the time when I first really got to be around Red. And then later on, you know, we'd go to New York anyway, but, you know, I was always in New York, and it was just kind of like a situation where we went to the studio, and, you know, it was like after that, like, you know me, I just show up and stay sometimes. If the vibe's right, I'll stay.
No, yeah, of course.
It was like a snowball effect after that, and once you get to know me, I mean, shoot, I like the studio a bit, so, you know, we kind of just started rocking, and the rest is history.
When's
I seen Bay.
Look at this guy dropping pictures of Most Def and Pac.
I seen Bay wearing my medallion.
Yo,
remade.
Bro, man, this is too much. Like, I should have gave y'all episode each, because it's just too much. Like,
no, but it's perfect. Listen, y'all are all on my record.
Well, on some real shit, I take you guys as brothers, big brothers, man. You know, and
this is all love. We just flow, man. That's called flow.
Yeah.
Who we got here? Oh, Jam Master J, R.I.P. Jam Master J, Run DMC.
Word.
So, did you ever get to kick it with Run DMC?
Me or Ernie?
Ernie.
Yes.
Oh,
Ernie,
shit.
yeah.
I had, man, please.
Come on.
I had them in the studio. We hung out. There's some, please. I'm the only cat in the world. I got them $1 million each because they refused to wear Adidas because Adidas tried to jerk them. So here, they didn't have no Adidas. And my pictures went all over the world, and Adidas got shook. So they wanted to ask for $1 million. And Adidas was mistaken. Adidas thought they wanted $1 million each. They just wanted $1 million, but Adidas gave them $1 million each because of that one photograph. Okay.
Wow.
So I can tell you things, and man, please.
Man, me being a hip hop fan, like just a native kid from Saskatchewan, really.
Remember the shiny suits?
I listened to Run DMC. Oh, there you go. What? Come on, man. I'm gonna just shut up, man. Let this man.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Drop his fire pictures over here.
And
yo, what? You were there?
Huh?
This guy was at the all about the Benjamins video shoot.
Shit, I was his photographer for a year. And I'll tell you something I never revealed before about me and him and Biggie and so on. I shouldn't even say it, but I'm going to say it. Me and him, I knew him when he was an intern, and we hung out and so on and so forth. And he hired me, and he had a little bit of mouth, but he kind of sensed something. So he didn't. One night, we're in a club, and we're up in the VIP, and you got to be part of the clique to get into the VIP. And these two dudes walk in.
Yo.
Two older dudes, clean to the bone, quiet. They come over in the corner, and they sit by me. And Puff looks over, he says, and he realized who I knew. I was sitting with Kaiser Sose type cats, the cats that call up the Pope or the governor, So he was like, yo, just in case he ever thought about getting frisky. And I won't mention their names, but if you saw The Usual Suspects,
No, I know, man. That's one of my favorite movies of all time, man. Kaiser Sose.
Yeah.
Kaiser
Sose. Who's this, Goldo?
Who's that?
The best rapper on earth.
can't really see.
Okay, wait. I want Gordo to try to
yeah.
figure this out.
Best rapper on earth right now. Come on.
Hold on. Let the comments go. Hold on. Can you guys figure it out? Put it up on the screen again, bro. Who is that? I'm gonna give you 1 minute.
Trying to see the face.
Put it even closer if you can, brother.
Got me with that.
And okay, yeah. You know what? Just let him let him have it, man. Who is it? Who is it, big bro?
You asking me? I'll give you a clue.
Oh shit!
I'll give you a clue. This is who he is now.
Oh, MF Doom.
What?
And guess who housed him?
Woo! Yo, this guy has Doom's mask, bro. Stop this madness, man. Stop this madness, dog. Yo, hey, Ernie, check this. Hold up, check this comment out real quick. Check the comment. Wait. I got a special comment. Homeboy ordered the book already. It'll be here by Friday. Oh snap! What is that?
Who's that, Gordo?
Definitely somebody in the woo.
Yeah, I didn't see the rest of the picture.
Come on, comments.
That is the picture.
Oh,
Hit it.
I thought it was Ghostface right off the top because
gotta
Ghostface
be
has all
nothing,
the
man.
Ghostface always has the ill jewelry and stuff, right?
And this is like, come on. You got it.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, see, I never thought you got.
I mean,
Oh, yo, homeboy knew that already. Frankie Atlas, shout out Frankie Atlas. He knew you got already.
Yeah.
And let me tell you about You God. This is just my opinion. You God had the best voice in the woo. Just his voice.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, that deep voice.
Bro, I'm gonna give it to you with no trivia. Like, Yo, pun. Oh, the song.
It's Pun and Nori. I know that.
The song came into my head.
Is that Nori beside him? No,
the horns.
But that's Pun.
What? Oh, what is the song that they did? It's on Big Pun's album, Big Punisher. It's featuring Nori. Anyways, ill.
Big Pun hit you with the big gun.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
It was lyricist, boy.
Yeah.
This was 2 nights before he passed.
What? That's crazy.
We were watching TV and cracking up. He had a wicked
Came up
and sharing sandwiches. Man.
This guy, man. Oh yeah, you came up. What? Making it happen.
Who's that?
Damn.
Hove,
bro.
Okay, who's this?
Pete Rock.
Pete Rock.
If you
don't know Pete Rock, you don't know hip hop.
Yeah. Okay. What's somebody out there name a Pete Rock and CL Smooth song, the classic one? Ice Cube. Okay. Since I was a little kid, Ice Cube was my dude from America's Most. That was right around the time when I was getting into hip hop. Once upon a time in the projects, yo, Ice Cube, you know what I mean? Oh man.
Can I tell you a story about Ice Cube? There's a lot of phony balonies out there and a lot of actors and a lot of actresses and what my brother calls rap artists pretending. Cube, man, I would see Cube walking down the street and people come up and ask for an autograph or a hug or whatever. Cube was nice to everybody, but he was also deep in his conversations. And I know who trained him because I was there when they got him out of that ding-a-ling gang shit on the West Coast. When he came to the East Coast, he got knowledge of self.
Oh, snap, Lil' Kim. Yo. Oh, that song she did, Queen Bitch by Lil' Kim. Fire. Oh, hold on a sec. Hold on, we lost your audio.
Yeah, we did.
You pressed mute, my brother. 1 second. Hello.
Yo.
Oh, there he goes.
There you are.
You hear me?
There you are.
This is the most obscene picture I ever shot in my life. Hope everybody's over 18.
Oh. Okay.
Come on, you scared me, bro.
That's obscene.
Oh, wait. You got to Google a picture of Little Kim 2020 and put it up beside that.
No. Google her when she was a little black girl.
Right? That's crazy.
When they went through this whole, and here, this is what I do with my camera. Again, this is true hip hop.
I can't see. Oh, is that Lauren?
Lauren.
Yeah, Lauren Hill.
Wow. So, well, okay. What was your experience with the Fugees and Lauren and like?
I spent a lot of time with them, and I love them because they made something out of nothing. When they first came out, they were laughed at. Some Jamaicans and Haitians, two guys and a girl. That ain't hip hop. That's whack. And they housed everybody. So I ain't got nothing but respect for them.
Quinn, UNITY.
Who you
It's a
call?
unity.
Who you
Queen
call?
Latifah.
And let
Man,
me
it's
tell you
amazing.
about Latifah.
It's amazing.
Latifah wasn't tough on songs. You say something wrong, she cold cocked you.
Yo, some guy said, "Do you have a picture of Aaliyah?"
I got pictures of Aaliyah. Shit.
This guy's got pictures of everybody, man.
I got pictures of Aaliyah at her 16th birthday with her parents. Okay.
This guy's dropping heaters, man. Ernie, you need to start your own show, man. Like you can be on there all week doing that every day. Yo, Ernie, let me get a quick word with from Gordo real quick. Gordo, can I just for the while he's showing pictures, just for the listeners out there, you worked with OVO 40, that whole camp over there. Can you let some of the listeners know how that came into play with them and some of the projects he might have worked on and how it was in the studio with them?
Well, the way that happened is I met 40 back in the days when I was a blacksmith. Used to be a Blacksmith Entertainment, which was a label, and the studio was owned by Chris Smith Management, who's still my management today. So I built a studio downtown here, and I brought in engineers and stuff because I was the studio manager and the head engineer, and that's how I met 40. Brought 40 in, and we started working on the Divine Brown's debut album and Jellystone, the Hood Is Here album. So while we had a few people signed over there, Socrates was on the label, Jellystone, Divine, Fifi Dobson was over there. I don't think she was on Blacksmith, but the management company had a lot of artists with different situations. During that time is when I just was going through some stuff, and I left. I kind of gave 40 the ball, was like, I'm going back to New York, and I left for a while. I was down in New York working with Eric and just bouncing around, and came back. I was in Atlanta when Drake was blowing up. So when they got their situation, it was just natural because 40 and I were pretty tight already. So I just kind of whatever you need, bro, I'm here for you. It was like we're brothers, so like if you want me to track something, mix, doesn't matter. Because, it was really new at the time. When it first happened, you didn't know, like, I'm still in awe that what that has grown into. So I kind of was, fortunate enough to be able to get on those records, and looking back now, because the first 3 records, Thank Me Later, Take Care, and Nothing Was the Same. So those are the records I got to work on in different ways. And a lot of it was helping Gadget. Gadget was mixing everything, and 40 was mixing it, and me and Gadget been mixing together for years. So, and when you're in that situation, you kind of got to be even if I was mixing, I'm still the assistant at the end of the day. So if you look at those records, it'll say assistant engineer, assistant mix engineer. That's kind of like a situation. Well, Gadget is like, like Ernie of mixing. So we kind of just like, yeah, Gadget, like, what are you going to say? So, yeah, my attitude was whatever. I'm here. Let's go. And I had a fun time being around Drake, or because Drake wasn't always there.
Yeah.
In situations. The last one I worked on, we kind of like camped out all summer.
Mm-hmm.
And he talks about that in the Rolling Stone magazine. So I
Awesome.
mean that was fun times, and I was in my prime, so I was already a vet, so it was no big deal. I could do that all day at that point. So I mean, I'm blessed to really get that, because that's where when those guys won that Grammy, my name is on that album, so that's how I got a Grammy. So
big things, man.
Yeah,
I remember connecting with you through basically through Rich Kid, man. When Vice hollered at me to do they wanted to do a doc, and I was like, yo, let's do a doc on the native indigenous hip hop in Canada. And then I remember wanting to work with Rich Kid for so long, like before that, just being a fan. And I put in the application 2 months before that documentary, we filmed it. It said, who do you want to work with? And I said, Rich Kid. Come the day of the documentary shoot in Regina, I come down the hotel, into the hotel lobby. Rich Kid's sitting there. I'm like, oh shit, what's going on, bro? You just here for a show or something? He's like, no, man, I'm interviewing you. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
So I got to kick it with him for those few days, and then basically it connected the dots with a lot of us in the country, man.
Yeah.
So
you're a firekeeper.
And then we became, fam and shit, man. So I know, shout out to Sky Stoney, he's in the doc too.
Yeah, so it's kind of Drezus' fault why we're all here, because I wasn't planning on doing an album at that time. That documentary is what started my album. So I mean, think about how deep that is, because I mean, Winnipeg's Feta and them are in there. Yeah. John C. All that is because of you, and you could have been selfish, and you just said, no, let's, expand this. And just that selfless thing, and we didn't know each other yet, affected my life, right? So that's crazy.
That's crazy, bro. Crazy, respect. Right? And for me, it was nothing, man.
And I know you didn't mean to. You didn't know that was going to happen, but that's just
I just felt like, honestly, like, let me be real. Like, let me just be real open. Like, I just honestly didn't think we can fill up a whole hour. Hey, look, this guy's dropping pics of Drezus right there. Let me see the other one, bro. Yo, what you? Oh, okay. Yo, what you know about Drezus being in Ernie Paniccioli's folders back there, man? Thank you so much, big bro. That means so much to see that right now, man. That's crazy. But yeah, I was saying, I was like, how are we gonna fill up a doc about my life? I was like, let's put on some other people, man. And I'm glad that happened, because I got to meet you guys, and a lot of good things happened from that. And Sky said we fed the hood on that. Definitely. Late Tommy Daw was in there. I'm gonna get into showing your video. We're gonna get ready to head out here, but I'm just really grateful to have you guys, especially in the same room.
Don't forget the album drops June 29th. E1.
Yes, sir. Let them know.
All over it, actually.
Let them know.
It's a masterpiece. We're getting a lot of good reviews, and it's definitely a story from beginning to end. So when it comes out, please at least take a listen to the album from beginning to end one time, because people, you know how it is today. People got favorites, but
can you post a link, bro, to it, or to music?
There's a pre-order. I don't have it available right now.
Okay,
there is a pre-order.
Okay, I'll go ahead and track that down, and then I'll post it in this chat later on. So if you guys want to find any of the music, if you want to find Ernie's book, you come back into this chat and say what's up. But I just want to ask you guys something. This goes for both of you guys. It's kind of like, it's tough subject, man. But I just want to get your take on it. So yeah, we lost a brother, Tommy Daw, and the circumstances are weird. And I hope that some people out there, we dig a little deeper and find out what really happened to him, because we believe that the Edmonton Remand Center has something to do with it. You know what I mean? So what I wanted to hear from you guys is if you had any words of encouragement for our viewers about for me in particular, knowledge of self, or just like your album says, the spirit of hip hop, right? Can you give them some words of encouragement about anything that comes to mind when you hear the term spirit of hip hop, spirit of our people, spirit of the indigenous, spirit of the lost ones, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead and let you do that first, Ernie.
All right, brother. I'll make it real simple. You have to learn, because it's a learning process. You have to learn how to love yourself more than they hate you. That's okay. Number one. Number two, all you women out there, and some of you men that are a little thinner or smaller or awkward, study martial arts. Now, a lot of people studying yoga, they're learning. Nah. Find a teacher in martial arts who will teach you not all the katas and get all the belts, but teach you survival. Learn how to take somebody and twist them and put their face down in the mud, take their gun, empty the gun, take all that stuff, handcuff them with their own shit and say, do you still have a beef? So martial arts increases your mental clarity because it rejects drugs and bullshit, and it helps you focus. Martial arts strengthens your body. I'm 73, and I didn't get here by not studying food, martial arts, breathing, and everything is linked to love. And once you start understanding the Creator dwells in you, the Creator dwells in you, the Creator dwells in you. It doesn't mean you have to be holy and praying it. No. But like KRS-One said, when you walk with authority. Tell the negative people, don't bother me. Just keep that shit to the side. And it doesn't mean to reject anyone. Breathe, smile, learn, accept, and teach. Each one teach one. And share, because, man, you can't take nothing with you. And you really don't need 5 cars and 3 houses and 10 women. You don't need all that. Share. And I'm going to tell you a law of the universe. None of this stuff is this is universal laws. You can't give nothing away. And you can't take nothing. You give and you receive. As long as you give, part of your plate is empty and something will come and be put on your plate. And you can't take nothing. If it ain't yours, it ain't yours. And what you need more than you need. We have to learn how to share. And we have to learn how to care. We have to learn how to hug. And we have to remember how to laugh. This brother's been around me. Both you brothers been around me. You see how I flow. I'm not perfect. I'm not a saint. I ain't, a holy man. No. But it's navigation and survival. You have to learn how to navigate through this culture. And you have to learn how to survive in this culture. No, it's not our culture. We didn't ask for it, but it's part of the plan. There's a greater plan. There's a great plan. There's a universal plan, and you're a little part of it. And you can reject it and just stand there and be fixated on rejection and anger. Or you can say, okay, this is what I'm dealing with. So I'm going to be the best me I can be. I'm going to laugh as much as I can. I'm going to hug and kiss as much as I can. And also understand that you could be out of here in a minute. Doesn't matter. It's what you do while you're here.
Exactly.
Ernie's a hugger, by the way, everybody. Ernie's a big time hugger. He's coming.
Medicine.
Yo,
Ernie's absolutely right. He's absolutely right, and you know we all know each other, but that confidence that he's talking about. Sometimes people will confuse that with being cocky, right? But yo, you know me. I don't feel no way. Nobody can. Creator. It's all creator, man. If without creator, we ain't got nothing. So that's the only person I'm worrying about. I'm not worried about these people. With that, you know, that then the choice comes to you. Like, what do you do with what you have, right? So, you know, I absolutely agree with everything Ernie's saying. And you got to do your homework, man. You got to stay fit. You got to be ready for war. Look what's going on. You know, do push-ups. It don't cost nothing to do push-ups,
No
right?
doubt.
You don't need a gym, right? So, yeah.
Appreciate that, man. These guys, like, there's absolutely no way possible of me to do what I usually do on this and like play people's music and also get wisdom from you guys all in 1 hour is impossible.
Right.
Is impossible. So for everybody, all the artists who've been submitting, I know you guys kind of slept on this episode to submit anyway, so we're gonna move that to next one because I wanted to leave this space for our brothers here, and they had such beautiful words to share, man. And don't forget Ernie's book, Hip Hop at the End of the World, is available. Just hit him up on brotherernie.com. We'll post the links again if that sounds like a lot of work, because like I know how you guys are out there, ADD styles nowadays. Go ahead, hit the Amazon. You know, I know you feel like that. I know a lot of people feel ways about Amazon, but hey, go and support the brother. He gets a piece of that. Also, I'm gonna end off the show sharing a brand new video called Turtle Island by David Strickland off his new album, right?
Yep.
Entitled Spirit of Hip Hop.
Yes, sir.
And it is available when?
June 29th.
Okay, so
all platforms. E1.
While I'm playing this, everybody go and follow David Strickland on Instagram, on Facebook, on what have you. Go and follow Brother Ernie on Instagram. I think he has a Facebook page. Make sure and go cop the book. Go stream all of the songs. Me and David Strickland have a few songs together. Window in particular is a dope one.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's just the time is, you know, we got too much wisdom on this episode, fam. Without further ado, hold up. Let's shout out the fans, man, because they've been hollering all night, all day. So let's give them a couple of shouts if you guys don't mind.
No.
Hold up,
fans, for having us here.
Yeah, hold up. I'm just gonna. Can you just shout out their names as I go? Anybody, go ahead.
Zenobia Sweat. Zenobia, what up?
What up, Zenobia?
We got Tennessee.
Peace. Shout out Tennessee.
Kelly. Humble.
We got Red Hood.
Fires.
We got Ruth George.
Yeah, we
dropping some knowledge, Ruth. Shout out to Ruth.
We got there's Ruth George again. We got Shelby. He's from City Natives. You already know that.
We already know. What up, Shelby?
Tennessee. I know that she's from the U.S. I believe she's from Oregon or Cali.
I wonder if she doesn't live in Tennessee though.
Nah.
Amber. And thank
Shout out to Amber.
You are all my family. That's beautiful. Thank you.
That's what we say. All my relations, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, my fam. There's so many more comments. I don't want to get. We'll be here all night.
Well,
say what?
That's okay. I'll tell you why it's okay. Because time is from the soul. We tend to look at our wrist for the time. How crazy is that?
Right.
You sit outside. You see the sun move. We move around the sun. Okay, and we know what time is best. We know what time to eat. We know what time to do other things. Okay, so our sense of time, man. And as you get older, you realize you have supposedly less time. I find I got more time. And, you know.
Truth.
That's another thing, man. Respect your time. Fill that time. You're not a dog. You don't just sit there and poop and eat. Find ways to create. Find ways to share. Find ways to make food, share food. You know, a friend of mine did an album back in the 60s, Richie Havens. And on one of his songs, he said, all we got in this life, there's only two things. We're either making life or taking life.
Mm.
We either making life or taking life.
Wow, that's deep.
So why not share it, man? Why not share life with one another? Do you realize in just a little bit of time we could change the whole planet just by how we treat one another? I walk into a room and I leave with friends. I meet you cats. Okay. I'm not some famous guy. We'll talk to my publicist. That's baloney. Your publicist is trying to pay her rent. You know, your manager is trying to pay his rent. This ain't got nothing. I ain't got none of them things. Never have. And I'm doing okay. You got to learn to create and love your life and love your people. Love yourself. Love your kids. Because you turn around tomorrow, that might be taken from you.
You never know. Look what happened on the way here.
Yeah.
Boom, I got hit.
Yeah.
I could have got hit hard. I could be dead.
It could be, you know, every day you get up in the morning, first two words out of your mouth, go on YouTube. I got a poem called Thank You. Look it up. They did it for
look it up.
UK. The Beatles management, the Beatles people put it together for me. It's called Thank You. You get up in the morning, first two words out of your mouth, even if your back hurts, your whatever hurts, you just say thank you. And if you had a terrible day, got your ass whipped, you say thank you. And when you kiss a woman, for you men, you say thank you. I don't know who else you kiss, but that's your business. And you women,
Come on,
when you kiss a man, say thank you.
Yes, man. Gems all day. Yo, since you have a minute, I just want to tell everybody this story real quick about when I went to New York City. So I went to New York City for the first time in my life in 2017 with Taboo and the Mag 7, Taboo of the Black Eyed Peas, right? So I remember flying out there and like tears shedding, like, you know, I wasn't crying like ooh or nothing like that, but like, you know, there was a tear coming down my cheek because I'm seeing this skyline of New York City that I used to see in videos and movies, and I'm like, damn, I'm really here.
Word.
And then I did this show at Taboo. It was wild. I met like my son and all these crazy people that I looked up to, and then I get on the phone with Ernie, and he's like, "Where you at? I'm gonna come pick you up." You know, so I took the subway to, no, I was staying in Brooklyn, I think. Yeah, I was staying in Brooklyn, and Brooklyn and Ernie come by and pick me up. And he took me through a tour of Brooklyn. But specifically, he took me to this place called Bishop on Bedford. And it's an art gallery in Brooklyn, and they were having a Biggie Day because it was the Biggie Memorial Day, I believe, or his birthday or something like that. And so everybody's like all huddled around this one room where the owner of the spot was having a speech or something like that, showing off these paintings that everybody did. So there's all paintings of Biggie and all this stuff. And Ernie walks in, and I'm behind him. Ernie walks in, everybody's like, you know, at us, right? So like the guy stops talking, and he's like, okay, you know what? We got to just dead this because Ernie Paniccioli's in the building. And then he kind of just gave the mic to Ernie. And Ernie, the first thing, like one of the first things to come out of Ernie's mouth was like, hold up. Before you say anything about me, I want to introduce you guys to my brother from Canada, the Canadian Biggie Smalls. And I'm like, yo.
You're like, what's going on?
I was like, yo. I'm like, I got all scared. My heart started beating. I'm like, I'm in Brooklyn at the Biggie Memorial right now. But that was such a blessing. Like, I know that you meant well by that, but I was like so scared after that. I was like, what am I gonna say?
What did Biggie say? Biggie said, give love is the Brooklyn way.
Right. Yeah. But they showed love. And what I meant to say was that in that room, like how you said, when you walk in a room, you leave with friends. And that day I left with so many Brooklyn friends, bro, Remember what I did later that night, Ernie? I went back to the studio and recorded with them.
Yeah.
And then later that night, I was recording in the Diamond District in Times Square at like 4 a.m. studio stuff.
And the next day, you were on Biggie's porch with me.
And yeah, and the next day I was on Biggie's porch, burning the bleeds, showing love. And
is love.
Biggie said two things. He says, show love is a Brooklyn way. But he also said something that applies to me and him, because I lived 8 blocks from him. He said, the Brooklyn bullshit, I'm on it.
yeah.
You're from Brooklyn, you don't understand. Jay-Z was from Brooklyn. I'm from Brooklyn. Biggie was from Brooklyn. And the funny thing is, me and Biggie couldn't go to Jay-Z's neighborhood. A whole different set.
Marcy.
Dangerous. And I didn't go there my whole life because I was in nah, man, I won't even. Just trust me. That was the Marcy Avenue projects. And the people who ran the Marcy Avenue projects were called the Marcy Avenue chaplains. I was with another set called the Bishops. Ironically, you're talking about Bishop Gallery, but bishops
in Bed-Stuy.
But the chaplains, we didn't have guns back then. We had knives and but they had guns. The chaplains had guns.
Crazy, bro. That's some next level stuff,
I remember taking you through Biggie's neighborhood, and they had a Biggie pizzeria. They had a Biggie dry cleaners. They had a Biggie laundromat. They had Biggie bodega. And everywhere we went, there were. I wish I could show you. I got thousands of pictures of him, and they got murals of Biggie. And it was like, forget the Pope or whoever. This Biggie, forget anybody. This part, most of Brooklyn was just like Biggie.
I know. We drove all over the place, and I just jumped in front of there. He's like, "Yo, Duck, get up on that wall right there. I'm gonna take a picture of you."
Yeah.
And
it was colder than Canada that night. My God.
Yeah, I remember that. And actually the next day was one of the biggest storms in New York history. I remember I couldn't even leave my hotel in Brooklyn, man.
Yeah, but
all the stores were closed down.
Wow.
We killed it.
Those New York storms are something else.
And people came up and gave us love, man. It was like
people were coming up.
Yeah,
just like
so
random. It's love, man, and that's hip hop, and that's what brings us together.
Most of the people had some Biggie story.
Say what?
Brooklyn's got a great vibe, man.
He said I went from ashy to classy.
I feel that, man. I feel that. I have that picture of Biggie of him in the car that you took, and I have that Ice Cube one where he's choking out the statue.
All my pictures are political. All my pictures are political.
This shit is hard, bro. That's one of my favorite pictures of all time. Two of my favorite pictures of all time. With two of my favorite MCs, man. We're coming up on an hour and a half, and I gotta sign off here with my brother David Strickland's new single "Turtle Island" featuring who?
Jordan, Superman, Whitey Don, Artson, and Spade from Citizen Kane.
Right. And if you want to look at more of Ernie's work, make sure you hit him up, brotherernie.com.
Ernie Paniccioli on Instagram. On Instagram, we got that locked. And right now, they got me locked out of Twitter because I said that a certain rapper was an ass kisser because he was kissing the president. Man, we love you. You're my daddy.
Okay, man. All right, my brother. I already know who you're talking about, and I wrote a song about that too. It goes like this: I've been wondering what they're trying to hide from me. All this Kanye news, it don't vibe with me. Got this smudge right here on the side of me. Let me burn it real quick for society. We've been through some shit. Cops acting out because they losing their grip. Nowadays, you get shot for losing your lips. But now I got a voice and I'm using that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, imagine somebody crushes your people, takes babies away from their mother's breast, locks babies in cages, and you go up, I love you. And he's supposed to represent hip hop. I love you. You like my daddy. You just
Right,
lost your middle pass. You just got expelled from hip hop.
Yeah.
Twitter didn't like the fact that I dissed him and called him a coon. So, you know, they barred me from Twitter for a while, but that's okay. It's their loss, not mine.
Yeah, my brother.
I got 500 ways to communicate. Shit, if I have to, I'll burn some sage and use smoke signals. Come on, man.
Word, my brother. Thank you so much for joining us today. You made today so special for me, you guys.
Good to see y'all too. Just
to kick it with you guys and have, man, come on, man. It meant so much to me, man. Maybe we'll do it again soon, bros, I should say. And without further ado, though, I'm gonna play Turtle. This is Turtle Island. You ready? Let's go. Let me see them flames up. Throw your flames up. Throw them speakers up. Throw them drums up. Throw the bass up. Let's go.
Yeah. Ernie got the sage. Let me light the sage, Ernie.
Oh.
We haven't gotten that technology yet.
Not yet.
Man's paradise, streets full of parasites, criminal and thieves, killers feed off the savage night. Poverty and greed got us deceived by the lavish life. Cops will give a by the life. Ain't nothing but a psychopath wonderland. Deals done underhand. So cold, they sell their soul for 100 grand. Corruption is a new obsession. We rap for blessings in a rubber band. The oppressions of the son of man, cascades of misery and violence. The casualties of war are held silence. The tribe of Gad moves defiant. Another chapter in the sons of Zion. A gangster's lullaby filled with gunshots and sirens. We on the last days of apocalypse. Pipe bombs and hostages. With the goddesses, blind to what a prophet is. The only peace we ever knew comes with a hollow tip. Spade your highness tells you what the gossip is. Eat the fruit.
Bible at the front door. They keep aiming at our minds, though. Wise up, you better stay woke. And keep up with the times, yo. Cause they keep on killing our whole vibe. They're killing our whole vibe. They're killing our whole vibe. Babylon keep on killing our whole vibe.
Kick in your door, waving the fo-fo-po-po. They loco, as if you don't know. So cold, out to get ya. The feds are but you don't get the picture like some dead paparazzi. It's prophecy, ain't no stopping me, never copperly. So we spitting bars, we're hitting hard as the policy. Who the top MC? Hip hop, the hypocrisy. I properly handle my business, master the mockeries. Get off of me, trying to control my animosity. They took the property like it was a game of Monopoly. Grand larcenies, atrocities, no apologies. They pray to win the lottery. I pray against poverty, it bothers me. Check the economy on the RAC, so we use our sovereignty. All your blood in the arteries up atomically. Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses can't define how are we dropping these.
Bible at the front door. They keep aiming at our minds, though. Wise up, you better stay woke. And keep up with the times, yo. Cause they keep on killing our whole vibe. They're killing our whole vibe. They're killing our whole vibe. Babylon keep on killing our whole vibe.
Feel the streets bubbling, the people's tempers boiling. Sick from the bloodline of these so-called royal men. They only loyal to the soil that they spoiling. We trapped in the barbed wire, slowly uncoiling. These men drilling and killing, no feelings, spilling hate. Every treaty's been broken, this a military state. Deep in the concrete, you can feel the city breathing. Your breath getting heavy cause the tension's got you reaching. You're seeing what I'm seeing or you believe in what they tell you. I'm only speaking truth about the lies that they sell you. They got you on a cell like you trapped in the cell. Gotta break out the spell to make it out of this hell. Ain't nothing new in the block, getting shot by the cops. When the streets get hot, another body goes drop. Now time don't stop for no man, so keep it pushing. And lift up your people, the serpent got you choosing.
Bible at the front door. They keep aiming at our minds, though. Wise up, you better stay
Major
woke.
shout to David Strickland.
Keep up with the times, though. Cause they keep
Major
on
shout to
killing
brother
our whole
Ernie.
vibe. They're killing
The
our
hip hop
whole vibe.
spirit is very much
They're killing
alive.
our whole vibe. Babylon keep on killing our whole
The hip hop spirit is very, very much alive today, fam. Thank you for keeping it alive with us. Tune in every Sunday, 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Easy. Have a good Sunday, fam. In Drezus' name.